Win streaks are heating up, rivalries are back on ice, and some teams made some major statements. Welcome back to the 3 Show, where we'll recap last week's action and take a look at what's ahead. The Warhawks turned heads over the weekend, stacking back-to-back wins, highlighted by a statement upset over the second-place Toros. Wilmore pulled in a huge 4 points, fueled by returners Mason Wonka and Aiden Callahan, each putting up 3 points, and Callahan called the game, scoring the overtime winner with under a minute left in the overtime period. Their momentum carried into Saturday, where the veteran duo stayed hot, each netting 2 goals in a 7-5 win over the Wilderness. The Hawks are flying high in the Frontier. Sheridan now sits in first place, 4 points clear of Helena after sweeping the Ice Dogs and Bighorns. The Hawks are red hot, going 8-2 in their last 10, and goaltender of the month TJ Wanacott was lights out all weekend, backstopping both wins. Up front, Vincent Leaf stayed hot as well, leading the charge with 3 goals on the weekend. The Brahmas are absolutely running the show in the South, extending their win streak to 13-0 with a sweep over the Wranglers. Veteran defenseman Caden Jones opens up about what makes this team so special and what keeps them rolling.
Well, the last 2 years, we sadly lost in the first round of the playoffs to New Mexico. So this year I'm using that as kind of with a chip on my shoulder, and let me know to the team that we don't want to lose here. All right, we're the Brahmas. We want to win. That's what we do is we win. So I made sure to let the team know that we will win and get to the Fraser this year.
And when we look at, the competition you've been facing, everyone's kind of going to have, want to be the first team to beat you. As a leader in the locker room, how do you kind of keep the guys focused and motivated to, stay hungry game in and game out?
Well, in all honesty, it starts with practice, going in every day, working hard, working our bag off. And Coach Rooney has done a great job by setting the tone in practice, holding us accountable to our mistakes. So when it comes to the game day, it just doesn't happen.
And when we look at your background, you're from Oklahoma and you're getting the opportunity to play juniors close to home. How special is that for you to be so close to family and then also, just have a junior hockey team located in Texas?
Yeah, obviously it's something I'm grateful for. Not many kids can play at home or play near home, and it feels good to have my family support me, going to all my games, going to away games. It's great to see them in the crowd when I'm playing, and it just makes me feel good, makes me play good.
All right, awesome. Well, good luck in New Mexico this weekend.
Thank you.
It's always a battle when Rochester and Wausau face off, and this weekend marks their first meeting of the season. Grizzlies captain Cooper Johnson talks about this rivalry and the extra energy that this series brings.
Yeah, so last year they kind of had our number in the regular season, and last year we just came together as a group and in playoffs just kind of dominated them, and I think it left them with a sour taste in their mouth. So this year I know they're going to become gunning for us.
And this will be your first meeting of the season. How excited are you guys to kind of get your first crack at them?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I know they're a team that's always hungry, and I know we're a team that's hungry, so it's always a good game, heavy hitting game with a lot of scoring.
And when we look at your personal stats, you've already surpassed your season point total from last year. What do you think has been the biggest difference in your game so far this season?
I think this off season, I really just took my conditioning really serious and my eating and everything, and so that played a toll for this season. And then it's just the confidence that comes with that. You feel better, you're going to play better.
Meanwhile, Wausau is coming off a weekend split with the Junior Blues as they picked up a huge victory in overtime. Rookie forward Jackson Maddock talks about what stood out most in his team's effort as they gear up to take on Rochester.
Yeah, it was definitely a very big win for our team. I was just proud in how we responded Sunday afternoon after losing Saturday night. And especially within the game Sunday, we got down early 1-0, like 3 minutes in the game, and we were able to tie it up and then get the win in overtime. So it was huge because every point in our division is very important. So it was good we got the split.
Absolutely. And you just touch on it. Every game is super important in the division. You and the Grizzlies are both tied in points in the standings. You'll be on the road this weekend at their building. How does that kind of impact how your team approaches the games?
Yeah, it's going to be a great test for us this weekend, and we're excited. And, we kind of like to focus on ourselves, just focus on our game. We've had a good week of practice here, and we're excited for the challenge. We're tied in the standings with them, and both teams know how huge both games are this weekend, so it'll be a good test for both of our teams.
And when we look at the success that you've had so far in your rookie season, how do you kind of focus on growing throughout the year and continuing to trend your game upwards?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all about development. Coming from high school, junior is a whole different animal, and I've really been trying to focus on overall playing a 200-foot game because in high school you can kind of get away with some stuff you can't get away with in junior. So just focusing on playing better defensively and overall just being a better player all around.
Be sure to catch the Wausau and Rochester game, in addition to many more, including Alexandria and West Bend taking part in a cross-divisional matchup. Great Falls and Sheridan will face off as they're both riding win streaks, and plenty more. Catch all the action live on NATV, follow along the live stats and scores on our website, and we'll see you next week.